let's start. So, in the last class, we stopped at understanding the functions of banks. I am sure you would have gone through that part in the book and also studied from the slides to have a good understanding of what are the functions of banks. It will be very important to say and explain to you that banks are one of the most important institutions in any country. Like this comes under the essential services, khadamat al muhimma, because you will see that even during the lockdown in the last few months, the ATMs were working, banks were working, although staff were not going to the branches, but the banks were fully functional like hospitals and essential transport. Why? Because banks are very important for the economy of any country. So that is clear so far to you. Now, today, we are going to learn about what are the products and services that the banks offer, and you will be it will be interesting for you to learn that more or less it's the same product and service across the world what banks offer. And the definition that we learned in the last class is that the main functions of banks are, what are the main functions? Lending, borrowing yani deposits, taking deposits, giving loans, and payment system. They do some special type of payment like checks, ATMs, etc. We will learn them in this chapter and in another chapter on e-banking, on the technology of banking. So today our target is to learn about the products and services offered by different banks with focus on Saudi banks. Now, before we start the discussion on the slides, what I felt was, why not we just have a general look on any bank in the country. Like, let's open Al Ahli Bank and see how does it look like, because the website of the bank will give us very good information on what the bank does. So let's spend around 2 to 3 minutes in just understanding. Yeah, here it is. So please pay attention. I will switch it to English because it will be convenient for me, but you can keep it in Arabic mode if it's better for you to understand. Al Ahli Bank, National Commercial Bank, is the biggest bank in terms of business in the country, in the kingdom, and they have the license to offer banking services to the public. Again, it is important to just revise and tell you that not all financial institutions have the power to work like a commercial bank. So what is the main power that the license gives to a bank, to a financial institution? Can you tell me? What is so important in the license or in the permission to operate as a bank? Is it giving loans or taking deposits? Which is the most important? What is the most important concern of the government? So if we say NCB or Raji, they are bank, they have license. Let's see if somebody has answered. Where is it? Yeah. Who answered? Yusuf Kurdi says loans. Chapter 3 we not take it? Really? I will come back to it later, okay? Let's complete this. If there is missing, we will do it later. Yusuf says loans are more important from the government perspective. Yeah, so he agrees. We are sorry, he took it. Did you understand my question clearly, all of you, all the students who are present? Please pay attention. It's a very interesting course and it's very important for our day-to-day life also, as well as when you take up as a business or manager. This is a very important part of a manager's life to deal with banks or work in a bank. So my question is that we are clear, we have learned in the last classes that all financial institutions are not allowed to work like a commercial bank. For any company to work like a bank, they need permission or license from the central bank, like here it is SAMA. So my question was, when the license is given, what is the most important part of that? Is the license mainly to give loans or to take deposits? Who will tell? Yusuf Kurdi has given the answer loans. If you agree with him, tell yes. If you don't agree with him, then say the other answer. Why? What is the reason? So let me see. Did you understand the financial intermediation properly or not? The surplus and the deficit. Okay. Give it a try. Others? Where are other students? Like Rayan, Sultan, Fahmi, he has already answered. Sultan Joshan, Fazil, Faraz. What do you say? What is the most important concern for the central bank while giving the license? Is it loans by the banks or deposits taken by the banks? What is more important? Okay, Abdul Malik says taking deposits. Yusuf says loans. Sultan Al Fahmi also says deposits. Now the question is, why deposit? Why deposit is more concerned? The government is more concerned about companies taking deposits from public. Why not loans? Any guess? Okay, I will solve it for you. Listen carefully. Deposits are, we understood clearly that there is a difference between investment and savings, right? All of us are clear. In investment, the investor is ready to take risk. But in savings or deposit, the depositor or saver is not ready to take risk. So what happens? He goes to the bank and opens a savings account, deposits the money. Like here you can see, this is a personal banking account opening for in Al Ahli Bank. There are so many types accounts opening, current account, and you have some other banking services, credit cards, Islamic finance, etc. But the first step in starting your banking activity is to start an account, current account. Now this account, what will you do? You will put your money and you can take the money anytime as a depositor. So this is the risk. Now with this money, the bank will use the money to give loans, to invest, and so on. But the depositor's money has to be preserved. When he goes to withdraw the money, you have to pay back the money to him. That's the reason why government is more concerned about the savings, about the deposits. So, they give license only to those institutions, those companies who fulfill the conditions for starting a bank. And for that you can refer to SAMA. Maybe I will send you, either you can search now in Google, one of you can search and see what are the conditions for getting license to open a bank in Saudi Arab. So, go to SAMA. In Google also you can search. There will be a document which will tell how much money you should have to start a bank, what should be the conditions, etc., etc. So, you can read that document and you will see that the government puts a lot of conditions on companies to start a bank. Whereas, if you want to do any other business, the conditions are not so strict. The conditions are much less strict than compared to starting a bank or even insurance or mutual fund or share broking company. So, that is the thing we have to understand. So, in a normal banking, like this is a commercial bank called NCB, the largest bank in Saudi Arab. Let us look at just explore what products and services it has. See, you can see the first service here. First of all, they have divided the banking into several types. First is personal banking, the other is business banking, then there are investments and investor relations. Now, in the personal banking, what they have done? They have first of all divided their banking services into two. Are there any comments? No. Okay. First of all, they have divided their banking services into two. What are the two main types? Personal and business. I hope this is very clear. I mean, is there any doubt? Do you know? Can you guess what is the difference between personal banking and business banking? Any guess? Who will answer? What is the difference you feel? I know we will do the slide later where there is a difference, but what do you feel? What may be the difference between NCB personal banking and NCB business banking? Who will answer? I hope you can listen to me carefully. My voice is clear. My question is, what do you perceive? What is the difference between personal banking and business banking? As you can see here, let us look at the products. You see here, these are the personal banking services, and here it is business banking services. These are the solutions, then financing options for SME, trade finance. So, what comes to your mind after looking at these two? Okay, let us look at here. Trading, Yusuf says trading. Let us look at it from marketing perspective, from product perspective, and compare it with any other product in the market like Coca-Cola or phones, any other product or service. Then you can get the answer right. So, my question is, why has what may be the main difference between these two products from NCB? One is personal, the other is business. Let us look at the Arabic version of this. I think it may be Masraf al-Shakhsiya wa yes, see Khadamat al-Afrad wa Masrafiya al-Sharakat. Now, do you get any feeling there may be difference between these two? What that difference may be? Khadamat al-Afrad wa Masrafiya al-Sharakat. Tell me. Try. Give it a try. Don't worry. And please pay attention and answer fast. Investment. Anybody else? Look at it from product perspective, from marketing perspective. This is a product, this is a product. This product is written Khadmat al-Afrad. This product it's written Masrafiyat al-Sharakat. So, it is very clear. I mean, why are you not getting the answer right? What is the main difference? All right, let me answer. The first one, okay, I think somebody has answered. Tamvilat. No. See, yes, Abdul Malik got it right. Business account is for companies, and that is a very basic segmentation, market segmentation that is done by all companies, whether it is a physical product company, mobile phone companies, Coca-Cola, etc. All of them, they have two types of marketing. One is B2B and the other is B2C. In banking, it is more pronounced. It is more, it is very special for banks to, very important for banks to offer banking services differently to individuals and companies. Why it is done? What is the reason? That you can explore later when we are going into the details. But just now, right now at this level, let us understand that banking anywhere in the world, it is basically divided into two types. One is the personal banking and the other is the business banking. Now, again I am asking you one more question. Yes, for individual service, for service like us, when we are individuals, shakhsiya, whereas when we go in as a company like JAMA, JAMA must be having an account with a bank, say Al Ahli or Raji, whoever. That will be what type of account? Will it be personal account or a business account? JAMA, what type of account will it open? It will open a business account. They will go and open a business account. It may be not a corporate, but an institutional account. Salaries will be given. All facilities will be different from an individual. Now, next question I was asking, is it clear everybody, the difference between the two types, personal and business? Personal account is for individuals, okay, and the business account is for companies. And now when we look at it, but before that let me ask you something. You are all have studied many courses, you are in an advanced state. What is the other name for personal banking or products like individual products? What is a more technical name for individual products? Like you go to buy a Coca-Cola bottle or water bottle, it is called, you are a what type of a customer? What is the other name for individual buying? It starts with R. R. Who will tell what is the other name for this type of marketing or this type of product? It starts with R, and that applies to banking as well. So, personal banking, another name would be, tell me, who will try? R stands for, should I give you one more? Okay, take this RE. Now tell me. No one? So, I add one more. Now tell me. Fast. Yes, retail, you are right. Yes, Yusuf is right. Yusuf, Muhammad Punjabi is searching. Okay. So, technically, Al Ahli is calling it personal banking, but in technically in books, when we will go and search in books, you will find more often the name is retail banking. Retail is very clear. Retail, individual, personal, same, no difference. So, you can, if you have notebook, you can write down, personal banking is also called retail banking. So, retail banking means what? Giving service or product, any product or service, not just banking, to individuals, B2C, directly to the consumers. Whereas, now let us look at quickly, we will spend just 2 minutes on looking at the products and services. So, what are the main products? One is the account. So, you deposit the money here. Wissam Al Ahli, these are cards, Wissam Platinum, Wissam Gold, products and services are there. You can search what is it, Wissam Al Ahli. Then there is a private banking. No, private banking is in between retail and business. Private banking is in between retail and business. Here there are special customers who have lot of deposits, who are special customers for the banks. This happens in other companies, like you go to Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, the perfume makers. You go to their store. What happens in, there are two types of customers. One customer buys only one pack, but the other, he is a mass buyer. He is an individual, but at one time he buys 10 perfumes, 100 perfumes. So, his name is recorded as a special customer. Special services are offered to him. Here in the banks also, they have a new type of banking called private banking. They offer special services to these customers. How do they classify? It depends from banks to banks, but and we will do some projects. We will take up an assignment on this later. I am just working on it. So, this is the second type. Within personal, you will have normal personal, normal retail banking and private banking, where these are special customers. They have been assigned a status of special. Then credit cards are there. Credit cards are now a very important addition to banking services, and credit means, what is the other name for credit? It is loan. You call it loan, debt, loan to a customer, and in the form of cards. So, they give us card. Why do they give us card? What is the reason? What is the purpose? That is what we will learn in general in today in the lecture, and then we will do some more research on usage of credit cards. So, credit cards are new addition, they give us loan, but the main purpose of credit cards is not cash transaction. What is main purpose of credit card? Shopping. They help us to buy products and services. So, during the lockdown, you must have seen the cards were very handy, not just credit cards, but all types of cards were very handy. We used to use cards to make payment, make online payment also. So, credit cards are loans which are given to customers of banks for shopping purposes mainly. Yeah, of course, do you have any idea if they give us some limit on taking out cash also from credit cards? They do, they give us some limit, like you can take the withdraw money 10,000 reals in one time cash. But generally the purpose of credit card is not to take out cash. Yeah, 5,000, 10,000, it depends, 5,000 per day. No, that is Muhammad bin Jabi says, I think he got the question differently. 5,000 is the limit set by SAMA of withdrawal per day from any card, not just credit or ATM. Any card you can withdraw only up to 5,000. That is another thing. But credit card is a loan given to a customer, bank customer, to do shopping mainly. So, when you go to a store, you go to Red Tag, you go to Bawazi, you go to any or you buy tickets, whatever you do, you pay through your credit card. That is the main purpose. There is no limit on that. The only limit is the loan limit, like 10,000, 50,000, 80,000. You are students. So, maybe do you have credit card? Anyone in the class? Do you have any credit card with you? Anyone in the class has credit card? Abdullah Al Harbi, I think, raised the hand. Anyone else who has a credit card with you? The bank has given you credit card. It is a loan to the customer for shopping, but from that you can withdraw cash also, but cash is not the purpose, shopping is the purpose. Okay. Now, let us look at more products. There is one special type of a product called Islamic finance in NCB. Now, I hope you will know this is, I want to just make you familiar with the general banking in Saudi. You must have been, but we will do some general discussion on the Saudi banking along with the banking services and products. See, there are two types of banking in Saudi as far as I studied. There are 4 banks which are classified as fully Sharia compliant. They offer all their services and products are similar to Islamic banks across the world, everything. So, they have all the products, services, they call themselves like Al-Inma or Al-Raji. Al-Raji, Al-Inma, these are big Islamic banks, but we do not call them Islamic banks here, because all other banks also are Islamic, they comply with Sharia. So, we do not say some are Islamic and some are non-Islamic, but the 4 banks are fully Sharia compliant. They offer everything which is called Islamic banking, whereas NCB, Saudi Bank Fransi, Awwal, these banks are not typical Islamic banks. They do not offer only Ijara or Murabaha or Musharaka. They offer similar conventional products like deposit, savings, loan, etc. We will go into it in a chapter later. The second option, then other product offers and rewards are there from the bank, like the bank gives you, if you open an account, you can get Mada debit card from NCB, you can get lease finance offers, these are loan offers to personal banking. Then e-services are also available, e-banking, electronic banking services offered to the individual customers like online banking, mobile banking, self-service, push notification. You can search each of them. Quick Pay is an option for remitting money from one place to the other, within country, outside country. So, this is the remittance system. Saddad is, you already know, that is a system of transferring money, making your payments for all types of purchases. So, Al-Ahli Takaful is the insurance product of the bank. So, these are personal banking. Then coming to the business, what products we see? We see there is something called corporate banking. In this, a special solution for Islamic banking is there. So, there are customers who want pure Islamic banking products, there is a solution, or you can go for general conventional banking solutions, that is also available. Then you can see the classification. This is corporate, general companies, small medium enterprises. Small medium enterprises are very important, like you can see Kafala program. Kafala program is a special program from the government, where you know there is a body called Munsha'at of the government that takes care of the small medium enterprises. They sometimes subsidize the loans, and then trade finance is there, trading finance. Cash management system of the companies can also be handled by NCB, that is a special business banking product. Corporate digital banking, e-banking for customers were there. Here they offer corporate digital banking. Let us come back to our original discussion, that is products and services. So, just now we saw in general, I know there may be many questions with you and you will solve. I know many of the students who are working hard, you are very hard working, you will go and search yourself and become educated yourself on the market products. But in general, you know, we will gradually learn more and more, but let us come back to the theoretical discussion. I thank the student of the last semester, last year when I taught, when I was teaching, you know, some students, they used to translate my lectures. I am using some of them which was translated, their translation, and then adding on to the discussions. So, here first of all, we have to also go back to the last lecture and see that when we are talking about products and services, in banks there are typically two sources, two types of products and services. So, there are products related to loan and there are products related to deposits, right. That means मसादिर व इस्तक़दामात अम्वाल अलबंक अलमस्दर रईसी लित्तमवील व वदाइल अमला अलमबलग अनहा फ़ी जानिब अलमतलूबात मिनल मिज़ानिया अलउमूमिया व सानी अल-इस्तिस्मार फ़िल क़ुरूज़ वल इस्तिस्मारात अल-उख़रा वल उसूल अस-साबिता मिसल मबाना शबका अल-फ़ुरू. So, what we see, main source of funding is customer deposits. That is the main source of funds. So, there is a special type of product in every bank called deposits. How does it come from? The accounts. You have different types of accounts, customer current accounts. We saw accounts of individuals or companies, but they all come under the heading of deposits because they do not want to take risk with the money, and that is the feature of banking. Otherwise, we can go for investment. We do not go to bank, we can go for investment. In banks, our main need is to save the money, then the bank will save the money, make the money available to us anytime and use the money to make profits. So, one is the source of money for the bank, fund or money is the same, and the other part is the use of money. So, how does the bank use money? It uses our money to give loans, and some portion of the money is of the funds is also invested, where that we will see in central banking regulations and the balance sheet of the banks. Investments are not normal, like banks are not allowed to invest in stock market in general. They are allowed to invest in risky assets only in those areas where it is allowed by SAMA or Basel. Basel is a body which is central world organization. It's the Bank for International Settlement in Switzerland. They make the rules, regulations to be followed. So, Basel is the recommendation of for the banks to follow, so that they do not face any problem, because bank is a risky business. On one hand you have to manage the deposits, the other you have to manage the loans. So, these are the two sources, these are the two main parts. One is the source, which is deposits, the other is use, istemal, which is the loans. Now comes, based on these two functions, we see that there are four main khadamat of the banks, al-khadamat al-masrafiya, the functions of bank services. What are these? First, payment services. Number 2, deposit and lending services. Number 3, investment, pensions and insurance services. And number 4 is e-banking, electronic banking. Let us look at the Arabic one. Khadamat al-dafa, khadamat al-ida wal-iqrad, khadamat al-istismar. I may be pronouncing slightly wrong, so forgive me for that, and if I am wrong, correct me, okay, if my pronunciation is wrong. Wal ma'ashat wa tamin wa ar-rabi al-khadamat al-masrafiya al-electronia sitam ta'allamuha lahaqan. Yani we will learn this e-banking in a chapter later, and also insurance. Those students who are studying financial markets with me, we will learn in insurance in detail what type of insurance are there. We will only slightly touch about Tamin here in the banks. So, this is the second point. First of all, you have a general idea of an example of bank services. We remember the example of Al-Ahli, do not forget, it is an example for us, live example. Then the second, we learnt about the two main bases of products. One is the source of funding and the other is uses of funding. Now comes the main service categories in banks. So, what are they? They are payment services. Payment, what is it? It is the transfer of money from one account to the other, one place to the other. is payment services. This is offered by banks. Number 2, deposit and lending services, which is the basic service, opening account, giving loans, giving all facilities related to the deposit and lending. Third is banks are also offering investment, pensions and insurance services to customers. And finally, one of the most important additions or innovations in the banking services in the last 3 decades, 20-30 years is the electronic banking, introduction of electronic banking, which means you can you don't need to have papers, everything is electronic, you have internet banking, you can see your accounts on your computer, you can handle your accounts anywhere. So, this is a technology innovation which has changed the banking services completely in the last 2 to 3 decades. Now, let us come to first the payment service, Khadmat ad-Dafa. If we are not able to complete full, no problem, we will do it in the next week, but I will try to finish because there is still time. But if you get bored or feel that it is too much, just tell me there, I will stop, because I do not want to overburden you. Khadmat ad-Dafa. Now, what is Khadmat ad-Dafa? Payment services. Now, payment services is a very interesting facility that is not the core, okay? It is not the core of the banks. The core activity of the bank is to take deposit and give loan. But out of this comes the movement of money, naql as-sarf, naql an-naqd. The money will move, because unless the money moves, how will you get the cash, how will you give the money? So, there has to be a movement, either now you also should know, because I think you can understand it very well. Movement is not just, listen to me and tell me if you understood or not, agreed or not. What I am telling is, the movement is not just of cash, the movement can also be in non-cash form. Do you agree with this? It is not always cash that moves from one place to the other. Does money move in other forms also in the banks? Do you agree with me or not? And can you give some example that the money is moving in not in the form of cash, isn't it? Muhammad Punjabi, he says yes. Can you just give any other student? Yusuf, yeah. So, how does money move other than cash? Can you give any general example? These are all day to day. Muhammad says assets maybe. No, not asset. Let us simplify further. We are talking about very general day to day. Muhammad Punjabi says asham. What does it mean? Shares. Shares we do not touch here. Let us keep it for financial markets. Here in banks we are talking about money, movement of money. One is cash, that you go to a bakala, give cash to him and buy the product. But in the online shopping, what you do? You give card. In that, the card is not cash. What happens? Your account is debited and his account is credited. So, you give the card to the person, you have a card of Al Ahli Bank, a savings account debit card, you buy something and you give the card. What does he do? He simply swipes your card, you enter your Sirri, Rakam Sirri or without Rakam Sirri, the money instantly you get the message on your mobile phone, your money has been reduced from the account. Didn't you? Don't you get a message when you buy something by giving the card? You receive a message on your mobile phone, your account was debited by 50 riyals, 100 riyals, whatever was the purchase. Was there any real movement of cash? No. So, what was it? It was the electronic movement of money. The money was moving from your account, 50 reals was taken from your account and given to the retailer's account, the seller's account. So, this is also a movement of money. So, that is what we have to understand, that the payment services include both the movement of cash as well as electronic money. And more importantly, when the electronic form of money was invented, then the purchase, the retailing, the trading, the business became much easier. So, what is a payment service? Khadamat ad-dafa, a payment system can be defined as any organized arrangement for transferring value between its participants, or you can say, in general way transferring cash or equivalent. Either you pay cash, yani naqd currency, reals, or you pay equivalent, that means you give the card, you can give the check. So, these are all modes of payment. You can use Apple Pay, you can use Google Pay, you can use PayPal, all of these are payment services. So, this is the payment system. Who facilitates this? The banks. So, this is a very important service provided by the banks. Let us look at the Arabic definition, Taruf fil Lughatul Arabiya, Khadamat ad-dafa. يمكن تعرف نظام الدفع على أنه أي ترتيب منظم, organized way لنقل القيمة. Now, here قيمة, as I said, قيمة means نقد أو مشابه, يعني مثل نقد. مثل نقد means what? The electronic money, نقد إلكترونية or قيمة إلكترونية. بين المشاركين فيه. So, who are the مشاركين? بين المشاركين, like I gave the example of the purchase. So, who are the musharikin in this? When we buy online, so where does the money move from? When you buy online, your account is debited and somebody's account is credited. Who are these two people whose account is credited and debited? Tell me. Lil mushtari lil buy, yeah, right, Yusuf is right. From the buyer's account to the seller's account. For us, only a message came, but if you look at in the account, for example, you had 1000 reals in your account, 50 reals got debited, you are now left with only 950. And this 50 went to the seller, to Amazon, to Souq, to the retailer, to Bin Dawood, anyone. So, this is the movement, this is payment service, this is Nizam ad-dafa, atfa, isn't it? Atfa, yeah. There is a technical definition by Hefferman, but you just memorize it. It's just to give you more details on the payment system, that it is a byproduct of the intermediation process. Very important. Kamantar Thanvi li amaliyatul wasata. Financial intermediation is clear to all of you. If it is not, I am not going to explain again. Go back to the lectures and see what it is. So, when the movement of funds take place from the surplus to the deficit, this payment system will automatically be there. لأنها تسهل نقل ملكية المطالبات في القطاع المالي. Second is, transactions involve high value transfers or it can be low value transfers also. Now, you can tell me, high value transfer means transfer of money in the tune of 1 million real per day, and there is a transfer of, we buy, say suppose we pay for our mobile phones bills, etc., electricity bill, these are a small value. So, who will tell it? For personal banking, it will be high value transfers or low value transfers. The payment system for personal banking will comprise generally of low value or high value transfer. There is no fixed definition what is high value, but we can easily say, like for example, on an average individual will transfer how much? 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, but when you Yeah, somebody is speaking. Tell me. But when we work for companies, like we have to make payment to the supplier, it's huge. So sometimes we have to pay 1 million, 2 millions. So in this tune, the payment transfer takes place. So in the corporate banking, in the business banking, transfers or the payment services will deal with high value of money. In the individual banking, the transactions will be of low value. So that's it for payment system. It's very important for you to learn the system of Saddad here, okay, and that will be your assignment for this week. I am going to give it to you on for your single lecture. You will prepare a report on Saddad system here, and try to be, last year also when I was teaching, I gave this assignment. The students did their best, but you try to be more innovative in approaching the problem. I will explain it to you in the blackboard when I give the assignment, but you have to prepare, because this is our payment system in the country. Every country, they have their own unique payment system. Saddad is a very important system. All of us are using, isn't it? All of you are using Saddad. Each one of us, I think it's a part of our life. We use Saddad, don't we? Is there anyone in the class who doesn't know about Saddad payment? I mean, you don't have not used, or you don't know about Saddad payment, Saddad. All of you know about Saddad, you have used Saddad. Abdul Malik said you don't use it, really? Not for paying electricity bill, for paying your phone bills, for making your Muhammad also doesn't use Saddad, really? That's good. So that's a good topic to do research. Why students? Oh, mashallah. Abdullah Al Harbi also, you pay with Visa, you don't use Saddad. But you will see that the government payments, mostly they ask us to pay through Saddad. So Saddad is a payment system of the country. It's a very important system. It is developed by Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. They control the Saddad system. So we will do, or I can do. Now I am seeing that you use different payment systems. So I will give you an assignment which may be slightly different than Saddad. So Saddad is the payment system here. They offer the system to transfer money from one account to the other. Now coming to the adwiyat, wasail ad-dafa, which are available to us. Let's look at the names. Very important and old form of payment system is check. I don't know if you are aware, it's still there, we still get checks, but the quantity and the volume of transaction through checks has gone down, because today there are so many alternatives to paying through checks, that check system is not so prevalent as it used to be earlier. Every payment was done through check inside the country, outside the country. If you go, then you can take international checks. Inside the country, we used to have checkbooks. The bank will give you checkbook, and you will just write the name of the person to whom you want to make the payment. That person will go to the bank and in cash take the money. So that's the old form of payment system. Number 2, credit transfer. Credit transfer is also one of the systems. Here the money is transferred to another person's account in the form of the loan transfer, the credit cards that we get. So loan transfer we get from someone in our account. That is also an old system, that is also a system which was there, but now since credit transfer, it can be electronically done today, but it depends upon the sanction of the bank or the financial institution. So this is a facility. The money can be transferred to our account in the form of credit. Number 3, standing orders or instructions. Now, standing orders on instructions is also an old form of payment, specifically where we have to pay monthly bills or periodic bills. Suppose you have a postpaid mobile phone. Many of you must be having postpaid mobile phone. Now, every month the bills will come. There is a facility in your bank account, in your bank savings account, most of the banks are offering that you can give a standing order to standing al-khasm, awamir daima, talimat, awamir daima. There may be a facility in the bank account that you give instruction to the bank. You can give electronic instruction to the bank. You will have a form in your bank account in the internet banking. Just click that form and you approve that every month when the bill comes, the bank will automatically deduct the money from your account and pay to the mobile company. You can do that for electricity bills, you can do that for loan installments, for anything, or you have some payment, you have college fees to pay every 6 months. There is a fixed amount you have to pay every 6 months to your master education, for your PhD. You can give instruction to your bank that so that you don't forget and you don't have to just go back to the bank and do this. The bank account will automatically be debited on that day and the money will be credited to the beneficiary, the person who you have assigned. That is standing instruction. That is also a payment system. Fourth, direct debits. It is similar to the standing order. So, when you give a standing order, there is a direct debit from the account. You do not have to tell, just as you, for example, there is a insurance product you are buying online and you completed the transaction. You completed the transaction from Al-Raji Takaful or Al-Ahli Takaful. Once you complete the transaction, the money is debited because you approve the debit from your account. Without that debit, your transaction, sale transaction, purchase transaction will not be complete. So, that is the direct debit from your account. And last payment instrument, which is recent addition to the banking services, is the plastic card. The plastic card means the cards that we have. The cards help us in making the payments, withdrawing cash. Two types of cash cards are there. One is the debit card and the other is the credit card. So, this is clear till here. We covered payment services. Then you remember the 5 types of payment instruments which are available in the banking industry. Now, coming to the check, look at this check. This is a typical check, it's dated 25/9/2012 and it's issued by Saudi Investment Bank. Now, just check, if you can do it now, just check what is the validity period of check here in Saudi right now. Like for example, if this check was issued on 25th September 2012, how long will it be valid? Is it indefinite or there is a limit of validity? Normally, in many countries it is 90 days, some countries they offer 180 days. Last time we checked, people told me it is 90 days. Can you check now and or after the class you can check and I will write on the chat box, you can do it. Validity of the checks, how much is it? It will be SAMA who will decide. So, banks cannot decide on their own. SAMA says this is your validity, you cannot increase the validity. So, after 90 days this check will become invalid. 90 days I am just guessing, you can check now and see. So, let us look at this check. What are the components of this check? And these are all very important. Anything missing, your check will become invalid. So, when you write a check, be sure that you write the tarikh correctly. You have to write place of issue. it may be printed on your checkbook automatically. Who is this person? Tell me, is this the person who will receive the money or who is paying the money? What do you say? Roy Ang is the person who will pay the money or receive the money? What do you say? Roy Ang is the person who will receive 12 million or who will pay 12 million? Are you there? Pay. Roy Ang will pay 12 million reals, right? Let us see if we have other answers also. Abdul Malik says receive. Mohammed says Mohammed says he needs 12 million. Okay, take that check from print it and go to Al Inma Bank, Saudi investment bank, and get your 12 million. That's yours. Okay. Abdul Malik says receive. Okay, what about others? Do your guess, no problem. I mean, you may not guess, some of you might be knowing also. You must have seen checks. So, who is this Roy Ang? Is he the receiver or the giver? Will he receive 12 million or pay 12 million? What do you say? One person is not sure. He says, Abdul Malik says he thinks pay. Mohammed says pay. Osman says receive. Okay, let me ask now from other students. What about Fadil? Fadil, are you there? What do you say? Roy Ang will receive the money or pay the money? Fadil, Firas, Michelle, what do you say? Michelle Azharani? Okay, let's see. What do they say? Take the money. Abdul Malik says take the money. Sultan Al Fahmi says receive the money. Fadil says all of, yes. So, okay, now let's stop. So, most of you know that Roy Ang is the receiver, because it's written here, Itfa'u bimawjib haza sheikh li amr, against this check pay to the order of Roy Ang. So, what does it mean? Roy Ang will take this paper to any bank, to his bank or investment bank, no problem. He will go to any bank, but here you see something written here, AC payee only, account payee only. What does it mean? It means that, anyone can guess what does it mean? One thing is clear to all of you, that Roy Ang will receive the money, 12,345,678 reals. And what do you see here? It's written in words and numbers. That's a practice. That's a norm across the world. In the checkbook, check, when you write, you have to write in both numbers and words. Now look here. It's written account payee only. What does it mean? What do you understand by this? This is a if you don't write this, what will happen? Okay, I am just asking you to guess. You may be, only for pay. No, not only for pay, it's something else. Nobody here in the class is a businessman who is working with his father, or nobody. You don't deal with money, paying only to that person. That is true. That's like only to that person is always true. When a check is issued, that's the difference between a check and the currency. In the currency is your name written, like if you take out real, in I am man, but so Michelle Azharani, yes, okay. So only to that person. So what does that mean? It's always true when you write a check like this. This is only for Roy Ang, nobody else. But when you write account pay, this becomes special. This becomes more special. I will tell you, just note down. Account payee means that when Roy Ang will take this check to his bank account, he will deposit his check in the bank, in his bank. It may be same Saudi investment bank, or it may be his different bank. He may be having an account with Al Raji, Al Ahli. He goes and deposit the check there. The money will be credited, this money 12,345,678 riyals will be credited only to his account. It will not be given to him in cash. That is the feature of account pay. You got it? If this is not written, Roy Ang can go directly to Saudi Investment Bank, and it will, here the account holder will sign. Suppose Mohammed bin Jabi is the person who paid 12 million. He will sign here. He has an account with Saudi Investment Bank. His account number is written here. It will be written, and at the here he will sign. Then Roy Ang will go to Saudi Investment Bank and present this check. The bank will pay cash, can pay cash to Roy Ang, but there are regulations, there are laws in every country that prohibit paying up to after certain amount. So, after 5,000 riyals, I think you can check this. These are all outside syllabus discussion. You don't have to do it, but if you are interested, just go and check what is the limit of cash transaction in the country. SAMA decides that. As far as I know, 5,000 is the maximum cash you can take by cash check. Apart from after the 5,000, you have to get credited in your account. It will only be done through account. So, if it is account pay, Roy Ang will go and deposit the check in his account in Al Raji Bank or in Al Ahli Bank and get the money. It will be credited instantly. Today it is the age of electronic banking, so it will be done instantly, maybe in the same day. Earlier, when electronic banking was not fully applicable, then it used to take 2 days, 3 days. The bank Al Ahli will send the check to Saudi Investment Bank, Al Bank of Saudi Istismar. Then it will check whether Mohammed bin Jabi has this much money in his account. If it is there, they will approve and transfer the money to Saudi Investment Bank, Roy Ang's account. Today, it is done instantly. There are many facilities which you can do quick pay or direct transfer. These are the facilities available. So, this is so 2 types of check are there: account pay check and on demand check. So, bearer check. Bearer check, BEARER, cash can be paid on presenting the check. Account pay check means the money will be paid only in the account of the beneficiary. All right. So, I think this is enough for today. We will take the rest of the chapter in the next week. All right. So, is there any problem? I will stop recording now because I will post this on YouTube.